Have you heard of a little thing called Discord? Well, it's simply an easy place to be more involved in communities and talk about some common interest. We have close to 2,000 Kingdom Hearts fans in our Discord server, so there's plenty of people to talk to. If you wish to join, click the link down below in the description. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? My name is Prodigy and welcome to another video on the channel. Today guys, I wanted to talk about what happened in the year after Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind. I mean, it has to be one of the weirdest time skips we've had in the Kingdom Hearts series. I mean, obviously excluding like the prequels like Birth by Sleep and Key, with games starting from Kingdom Hearts 1 and after, which only spans across 2 years for the most part. This has to be one of the weirder time skips. I mean, the only other one we have that is comparable is when Sora was asleep in Chain of Memories, but they later filled in that gap with 358 over 2 days. But even then, we didn't have to wait that long for any additional information because we knew Kingdom Hearts 2 was coming, and a lot of people hadn't even played Chain of Memories, so that's another factor. But Riku basically confirms that no one really did anything in that year except for attempt to search for Sora with zero clues until we saw in Melody of Memory, and what Fairy Godmother hinted at in Riku's dreams in episode Limit Cut. Aside from those two things, no one got any clues on what like Sora was doing, where he was, where he went, why'd he disappear. Like, no one. Kairi was sleeping for that entire time playing rhythm games until she finally found what she was looking for, which of course leads us to Quadratum with Riku being by himself, which that will probably lead to some pretty epic stuff. However, what was the other trios doing? I mean, we saw the Birth by Sleep trio in episode Limit Cut go into the Realm of Darkness for a little bit. You're telling me characters in the Birth by Sleep trio and the Days trio went all that time only searching for Sora, all that time without being with their friends, and nothing interesting happened? I mean, did they catch up at all? They go on a couple of walks? How many trips to the beach did Roxas take now that he didn't have to do any daily Heartless tasks for the organization? If we just got a little slice of life game just catching us up on the Days trio, I would totally buy the deluxe edition for that. Who's with me? No one? Alright, I still stand by what I said. I don't know, I just want to see like what happened during that year. I want to see them just catch up. I just want to see it, I'm sorry. Or better yet, something even more interesting. What about characters from the organization we didn't see after the ending of Kingdom Hearts 3? Like Larxene, Laurium, Demyx, Luxord. What are they doing right now? Where are they right now? That scene in the epilogue take place directly after KH3, directly after everything. I mean, I'd assume so. The Keyblade just fell from the sky as if Xehanort had just got defeated at that moment. So I'm going to assume that that happened after the ending, and that the epilogue takes place before the events of Remind. What are the foretellers doing? What's Luxu doing? Where's their base at? What are they doing? What's going on? I mean, a lot might have happened during that 1 year time span. I mean, come on. Like, between Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 3, it's about 2 years. I'm so serious. 2 years of time within that universe happened between the events of Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 3. 1 year is literally half of that time. We know, we've grown up seeing how much the Kingdom Hearts series can accomplish in that short of a time span. So you're telling me this 1 year was the 1 year everyone in the series decided to take a whole break. But they didn't really, according to what Riku said, because all of them in some way, shape, or form have been trying to find out what happened to Sora. But to what extent? I mean, they had to have some sort of time to themselves. Something must have happened, and I want to know what. I generally do theorize that we will get some sort of story about what was going on during that time, maybe a perspective or two from some of the other trios like the Days trio or the Birth by Sleep trio, and see exactly what they tried to do to find out about Sora, what they maybe have encountered while trying to find out some stuff. Maybe they found something else while trying to search for Sora. Maybe that's what we're leading into after Melody of Memory. I don't know, man. It's just a lot. It's a lot. Honestly, while we can name events that happen specifically in Kingdom Hearts, it is hard to say how long each game took individually, because again, like, I don't know, I just have to keep repeating this to myself, because it's like KH1 and 3 That's 2 years of time. Like, how many games like was in between that? This is 2 years. This is 2 years. And there was a 1-year time skip after Remind. That's a huge gap. That's a pretty huge gap if I'd say so myself. And then the secret episode is really up in the air. I mean, they're on the other side, so we can just throw time out the window for that one because we have no idea what's going on there. I seriously doubt the secret episode took place before Remind or anything. I think the secret episode probably took place like somewhere around the same time as Limit Cut, if it even matters, because as I've said in other videos, I personally feel like the secret episode is very weird, and there's a lot of signs pointing to both endings kind of just not mattering, or maybe not mattering, but more so like the encounter didn't actually happen sort of thing, and it was more so like a dream sleep sort of encounter, similar to what we've seen like in the Kingdom Hearts series in the past. But it's really complicated to kind of describe, so I'd rather just link to the video where I kind of explain all of this. So if you want to go watch it, feel free. But I feel like the ending, the secret ending, it's a little weird to pinpoint an exact time period, and I think it's like really hard to in general because of how weird that encounter is in general. Not the fact that it happened, but everything kind of surrounding it. And Yozora straight up says in the secret ending, this isn't the real world. So, what do you call his world not real? I don't know. I do think it would be really interesting though if they expanded a lot upon what some of the other Kingdom Hearts characters, what some of the other organization members were doing. I think that is probably the best thing they could do actually, rather than even focusing on the Days trio or Birth by Sleep trio and seeing them catch up and stuff, even though I would love to see it and it will be really comforting. I think that it will be really interesting to see what the foretellers, what the villains, what the other characters were kind of doing, like Laurium, Larxene, Demyx, the nobodies that are now back to their somebody forms, I'd assume. I don't know, maybe Larxene and Marluxia are like walking around and trying to, I don't know, figure out what happened to Laurium's sister or something. Maybe they're trying to find more clues to that. Maybe they're already exploring Scarlet Kylum or exploring what used to be Daybreak Town on their own, and maybe that's something that Nomura may want to visit in the future. Luxord left that wild card for Sora, and it's heavily theorized, very likely that he is the driver in the Verum Rex cutscene and the secret ending, or just the ending of the secret episode. So I don't know. There's plenty of theories that go around about Demyx. Demyx for some reason wasn't even in Melody of Memory, because I was completely expecting him to just kind of insert himself into like everything going on. I was expecting him to be a lab member, a person working for Ansem, but that also doesn't seem like him within his character. I mean, I'm sure he may help around, but I doubt he'd be into all the sciencey aspects of it, and he probably just doesn't like work in general. But I don't know, I feel like he'd probably stick around the Radiant Garden group, personally. But, I don't know, man. What do you guys think, honestly? Like, what do you guys think happened within the year after Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind? Do you think that anything significant, like, happened? Do you actually think, like Riku said, that they were all just searching for Sora with no clues and that was it? Do you think nothing else happened in between? Because like I said, a year is a lot of time for Kingdom Hearts. It's a lot of time. But I just want to hear what you guys think though. Otherwise though, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to leave a like, share the video with a friend or a family member, and last but not least, you have not already, and want to become a part of the Union, all you have to do is hit that red little subscribe button down below. My name is Prodigy, and I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out, you guys. Bye.